Welcome to Chatting with Chief, hosted by Backpack Technologies LLC, a place where we talk about some of the hottest buzzwords in the IT and cyber worlds. Today's guest is John King from Worldwide Technologies, or better known as WWT, and I'm your host, Jason Blair from Backpack Technologies LLC. John is a retired Army Warrant Officer, Chief Warrant Officer 5, whose assignments include United States Africa Command, or AFRICOM, the Special Operations Command, SOCOM, and he worked inside the Pentagon in the Army CIOG 6 office and many others. Today's topic is one that, if adopted, could revolutionize the way we do networking. Have you ever heard of AI-defined networking? Well, if you haven't, that's the topic for today. And personally, I can't wait to jump right in. But before we do that, hey, John, how's it going?
Hey, going well, man.
All right, good. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about WWT and your role in the company?
Sure. As Jason stated, my name is John King. I'm a retired warrant officer. I did achieve the rank of CW5. I've been with Worldwide Technology for about 3 years now. In my previous life, I served 25 years in the Army. And as Jason stated, I'm somewhat well-rounded. I've been around the block, strategic, joint, special operations. So I'm very comfortable in those spaces. My time in the military, I very much enjoyed engaging with soldiers, engaging with our fellow warrant officers. Always here to support. So I'm happy that you reached out to me to support this platform and look forward to doing so in the future. So, like I said, I've been with Worldwide for 3 years now. They're very big on culture and people. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to join Worldwide Technologies. But we are a solution provider. That's what we do. So what we generally do is we work with our OEM partners and we build solutions. So we take their products, we integrate them together to develop the solutions based on our customers' requirements. And I think what separates us, you can go, see more at wwt.com, but what really separates us is our Advanced Technology Center, our ATC. And that's a data center that we have back in St. Louis. That's where our headquarters is. And the ATC environment, you can go to that environment, you can do labs. There's about 300 labs on there that are accessible to you today. I mean, you don't have to pay for it or anything. It's like a pre-sales capability that we provide to our customers. So we have labs. We can do proof of concepts within that environment, pilots, and all that stuff. So very big differentiator for us is our ATC.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Like when I did some research on WWT before, that ATC did stand out as one of those premier capabilities where you can actually go in, an organization can go in and actually test what they bought or test a concept before they actually put it in production. And so kudos to WWT for having that. But John, inside of the IT and cyber worlds, especially in the warrant officer community, is highly respected. So I appreciate you being on board and coming on and doing this interview with me and telling me a little bit about ADN and everybody about it. So let's jump right in. So ADN is fairly new when it comes to what we talk about inside of the cyber world. We talk a lot about AI and ML and in a whole bunch of different spaces. But what exactly is AIDN and how does it differ from traditional networking?
So yeah, AIDN, stands for Artificial Intelligence Defined Networking. So bottom line is AIDN is a self-learning artificial intelligence with network security decisions at the core of AI decision making. As a solutions provider, WWT generally focuses on working with our OEM partners to leverage their products for the solutions we provide to our customers. AIDN is different for us as it has been developed internally. Technology continues to evolve. Many organizations have transitioned to software-defined networking, and AI is just the next evolution. Worldwide has gotten to this space sooner because we have made the investment years ago, and now it's matured to a point where we can assist our worldwide customers today. It also differs as it focuses on the security of the network and reducing the complexity of administering a network by reducing the need for human touch and obtaining the data needed to increase the user experience. AIDN can help engage your mission without the use of additional soldiers for our DoD soldiers out there.
Man, that's amazing, especially the security aspect of it. That's something that, especially when I was in doing networks, that was one of those things that I did but it kind of went to the perimeter like the firewall. I'm pretty sure it was a long time ago, and things have really advanced since that time. So could you tell me, like, in your own words, like, you know, how can AIDN improve the security of the DoD and federal government networks?
Yeah, so AIDN uses a unique approach to detect security threats based on deep learning. Traditional security tools are complex and rely on human configuration, and there's generally a limit on how much you can automate. AIDN takes the data that other tools are looking at and feed it into a model. In our
Mm.
case, a large language model that we use as a generative approach. So we observe layers 3 through 7 and understand what is normal behavior and what's not, and then separately understand if what is abnormal, what is bad. And, we use AI inference to identify things that others miss, and using diversity of data sources and a single pane of glass experience in mind. The goal is to lower the mean time of resolution for the user, expand our detection capabilities for the organization by inspecting more places, and reducing risk by seeking novel threats along with known threats.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So, and that's interesting in itself. So, how can AIDN help with the network threat detection and response?
Yeah, so traditional attack detection tools are dependent on signatures.
Yeah.
In order to detect a future attack, they have to be cognizant of that known attack. Aiden takes a similar approach, but we take
Mm.
those attacks to generate future attacks that are slightly different, and we run these attacks to further train Aiden. Here at WWT, we have a security practice that understands our customers' demands, needs, and where the solutions today don't meet those demands. So not only are we building AI that will help address the challenges with existing security tools, we are targeting those efforts around the top most important things that our security customers care about.
Okay. Okay. So can you just you probably already described it a little bit, but let's kind of summarize it a little bit more, put it all together. Can you describe some of the components of the Aiden, right? I haven't been heard it called that before, but the Aiden solution. Can you describe some of the components?
Yeah, so one of the main components we call it our digital twin, and it's like a digital lab, environment. And
Oh,
so as as you want to make changes to the network, that digital twin will simulate your production network, and then you can modify the changes within that digital twin experience to see
yes.
how it impacts that digital twin for before moving it towards production.
Okay. So, that's actually pretty cool. So, you take a mock network that looks very similar, like you said, a twin, inject some issues or whatever, and see if the aid-in solution is actually detecting it and remedy it and resolving it. So, I think I summed that up correctly, if I understood it correctly. And I think that's we should be doing a lot of organizations should be doing more of that if they have the resources to do it. So I guess for the last question I would ask you about this is one that I know that most companies, especially companies like WWT or software or hardware that's selling into the public sector, um, or trying to help out our government partners, right? What are some of the challenges when implementing a aid into like a large organization like the DoD or the government?
Gotcha. Aiden is a new capability that WWT has developed. So right now we're taking early adopters. Um,
Hmm.
so, but as I stated previously, I think it's very scalable uh, by using the artificial intelligence technology and being able to reduce the number of human touch points.
So thanks for meeting with me today, Chief. As always, the conversation is good. And if people want to know a little bit more about Aiden and the capabilities, especially for WWT, and actually just want to know more about you, how can they reach you?
Yeah, so for Aiden itself, I recommend that you go to aiden.ai. So AIDN.ai. And there's a lot of information there. And then if you want to be contacted by someone, you can put in your email there and they will reach out to you. And like I said, talk about being an early adopter or something like that. as far as WWT goes, you can reach out to wwt.com. Again, there's a wealth of knowledge there, thought knowledge, thought leadership knowledge. Um, so leverage that again, wwt.com. And then for myself, if you want to reach out to me, john.king@wwt.com. So I think that's pretty easy to remember there.
Okay. Do you are you active on LinkedIn or anything like that? Do you want to if you're not active on, not everybody's active on LinkedIn. Yeah.
No, you can find me on LinkedIn. I think that's how you found this top, Jason. So I think I sent this AIDN information out on LinkedIn, and you found it very interesting, and that's why we're here today.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, do a search for him on LinkedIn. I'll also put it down in the comment section. So again, as always, it's awesome, John, Chief, Unicorn. Thanks for taking the time out and chatting with me on this topic. It's still brand new, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the future and how it evolves, because I think it has the capacity to I'm a network engineer, and I just think it has a lot of potential to pretty much change the game and allow for best practices to be implemented, for we can just have a better network experience, especially for the edge users in places where they have disadvantaged environments. So, um, did you
Yeah,
want
so yeah, so definitely so. So I mean, myself, I came up as a network guy, going into the command line interface, configuring,
to?
routers and switches and all that stuff. And as I stated previously, so you know, software-defined networking is here, and many commercial customers have already, moved to that space. And as I talk about AIDN, that's just the next evolution. Network engineering is at the core of my being, and yeah, we just want to make it easier for the warfighter to complete their mission and do their mission.
Abs- Yep, absolutely. So again, it's awesome. Thanks for coming on, and you know, see you on the next one, man.
All right, salute.